Hello everyone, how's it going? This is Only Carnet here with another video. Today I'll be showcasing 9 medieval themed lamppost designs which you can use to light up your roads and paths. I hope you enjoy this video. Now for design 1, I've used a deep slate brick base, and then I've used dark oak logs and planks to create this kind of arching column. And then I've used more deep slate bricks on top, which leads into an overhang, which then has attached to it the main lighting for this design, which is a shroom light block. And then I've also used dark oak trapdoors to cover the sides. Now, in my opinion, this design kind of gives some creepy-ish vibes, with the kind of the darkness of the dark oak and the deep slate, and then the orange of the shroom light. So I kind of think this would look pretty cool as a kind of entrance to a graveyard, or within a graveyard, as one of the main lighting features. So the second design uses stone bricks, as you can see up here and down here with a little bit of cobble, with acacia logs being the main column this time, and I've still used dark oak as kind of accents. As you can see, we've got this kind of it kind of looks like a bit like a crane. That's what I think. So that's why I kind of think this would look pretty cool in a docklands area as the lighting. And as you can see, I've used a redstone lamp as the main lighting block, and I've added some little details like buttons. These kind of, well, to me they look kind of like nails which have been stuck into the wood. And I've also used these dark oak fences and chains here to try and break up the shape a bit. I felt it was a bit too kind of rectangular, a bit too straight edged. So by adding this extra bit of depth and detail, it helps to break up the shape more and just makes it more realistic. So for this next design, I'm not quite sure what I was thinking when I built it, because as you can see, it kind of looks a little bit like a chicken's foot. But I've used these stone bricks, and I've also added some normal stone stairs as well to kind of break up that texture, the texture of the lines from the bricks. And I've used shroom lights with spruce trapdoors, and I've also added some lanterns as well for that extra bit of light. Now this is definitely quite a big and ornate kind of lighting design. I wouldn't normally suggest this for normal roads or anything, but I don't know, this could look quite good as a full feature itself in like a market square, or maybe in some kind of ruins, kind of abbey or monastery ruins. And I've also added some foliage at the base, some grass and leaves, added some mossy bricks as well, kind of just get that feel of what it would look like in kind of an overgrown environment. But I'm actually pretty happy with how this has turned out. It's certainly something unique. It's what you wouldn't normally expect. It's a creative way of adding lighting to your world, I think. Now the next 5 designs are all a lot smaller, and these would be kind of more your standard lighting designs you'd use for roads and paths. So we start with this one, where I've actually used a barrel for the base, and I've also used a note block for this top part, and then some grindstones. So by adding kind of these almost different blocks than what you'd normally expect, so not your normal building blocks, it adds that extra bit of texture differences and different shapes as well, which kind of helps bring that feel of uniqueness to these lamppost designs. All of these designs have also got at least 2 kind of lanterns either side, so these could work either in the middle with a path to your left and a path to your right, and it'd light up both, be like a dual lighting system, or they could actually just go on the side, so you'd be walking this kind of perpendicular to it, and it just adds that extra bit of light. So rather than just having one lantern, you've got 2. Plus it doesn't kind of overhang onto the path as well, which can sometimes be a bit annoying. So this design uses black stone, and I've also used this chiseled deep slate block at the base because it looks pretty similar. It goes quite well with the darkness of the black stone. And I've also used a hopper to kind of, as you can see, it increases the size quite well actually from the fence up to the full block here. Now I've used dark oak trapdoors, and I've also used dark oak fences, and then 2 lanterns either side, and then at the base above the chiseled deep slate I've used an anvil, which I think this looks pretty well actually, because anvils are a very unique shape, quite an ornate shape as well. I think they work quite well with these kind of designs. So this next design, as you can see, I've used a smoker for the base, and I've wrapped the smoker with some spruce signs for the extra bit of depth. I've used deep slate wool, spruce fences, and then what I've done is I've included a redstone lamp which is attached to a daylight sensor. So essentially this is kind of a night light. It does work in the day because there's lanterns as well, but at night this redstone lamp comes on, so you get that extra bit of brightness, extra bit of light. And I think having that difference between night and day kind of brings your world to life. It's a lovely little mechanic you can include in your world. Now this next design, I think this would look pretty good in a garden because of the fact I've included these planters. Basically it's just coarse dirt with spruce trapdoors around it, and I've planted some berry bushes, because the contrast between the red and green compared to the brown and grey, I really like it. Helps it stand out quite a bit. But what I've done is it's pretty similar. It's got 2 lanterns either side, but rather than use grindstones, what I've done is I've used cobblestone wool. And what I've done is I've also added a barrel at the top this time for that different bit of texture, and I've added an anvil, and I've added this extra overhang here, so this kind of has 4 lanterns covering all 4 sides. Also added an end rod for that different kind of lighting block as well. But I really like how this has turned out. Certainly a different design from the rest with this extra bit at the top. This design also, like this design here, has 4 lanterns going on all 4 sides, but what I've done is I've used these deep slate brick walls and basically put them here in between spruce fences, so you can see the difference in kind of shape here. And what I've done is I've included an anvil, and then I've got 2 hoppers either side with a lantern attached to a chain. So this is another design which I'm pretty happy with. I've also included these dark oak trapdoors at the top. This would look pretty nice in the market actually as well, because of the fact it lights on all 4 sides rather than just 1 or 2. It'd be quite good in a market square. Now for this final design, as you can see, I've tried to keep the wood textures a bit lighter this time. So I've used a beehive at the base, and then I've used normal oak here with the normal oak fences, and then also normal oak stairs as well, composter in the middle. I've used 4 grindstones, then each lantern's attached to that grindstone, and then I don't know why I put this planter on top, I just felt like it. Kind of adds that extra little feature. But another planter with a berry bush on top. Now again, this is all covers all 4 sides, so it would look pretty good kind of in a market square or somewhere where there's multiple paths or buildings, because of the fact this can light up more space rather than just having 1 or 2 lanterns. Well, I hope you found this video useful when trying to light up your Minecraft world. Now some of these designs are not necessarily survival friendly, or at least not early on anyway, such as this Blackstone one here, because of the fact I've used an anvil which uses like 3 iron blocks just for one anvil, which is really expensive. So obviously if you've not got much iron, then I would suggest swapping this out for maybe another Blackstone wall, for example, or something like that. Same with the hopper, I'd swap that out. But on the other hand, if you've got a lot of iron and you don't know what to do with it, then I'd suggest making loads of anvils and just making loads of these kind of really nice looking designs to light up your world. But I'd only do that if you've got like a really good iron farm or something, or you've been mining a lot, just because, you know, they are quite expensive. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video showcasing 9 different designs which you can use to light up your world. If you did, please consider leaving a like, because it greatly helps this channel, or even subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye!